Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Ito po ang latest update sa US presidential elections. Ang aking kaibigan si Chris Torres, pinapadala niya ko ng update. Yung Rappler na desk, 247 kay Trump, then 210 kay Kamala Harris. Sabi ko, konting 23 votes na lang. Mamaya, yung sa chat group ng aking mga classmates, yung grupo namin, may nag-text, sabi niya, Trump won 277 electoral votes as compared to Harris, 226. So I did more research ito sa Fox News, posted 22 minutes ago. Pakinggan natin itong balita nila. Trump has been elected 47th President of the United States of America.
Now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.
The former president's comeback will be complete with a win in Wisconsin, a state that he narrowly lost 4 years ago. He is now the second president in U.S. history to win non-consecutive terms. The first was Grover Cleveland in the late 1800s. Senator J.D. Vance will become the 50th vice president of the United States. Voters express deep frustration with the Biden administration, and former President Trump and the future President Trump overperformed in urban areas, particularly with men, proving that the strategy that they doubled and tripled down on over the course of the last few months absolutely succeeded and brought him back to the White House.
47th President of the United States, former President Trump now defeats Vice President Kamala Harris, who entered this race just over 100 days ago. And for Democrats, they were projecting the possibility of running the table with battleground states. David Plouffe with the Democratic campaign of Harris campaign suggested that just yesterday. Now it is possible that Donald Trump runs the table with these states and builds on a big landslide electoral win. We don't know where the popular vote is going to finish out, but we do know that he will be going back to the White House, and with him, Brit Hume, will be a lot of changes because he will have been there once and will know what he wants to do.
You know, he often counts for the fact that he had so much turnover in his first term, in his term as president, by the fact that he didn't really know Washington, and he was new to this realm that he had come to win the presidency in, and he promises us that now he knows whom he wants to hire. Now he knows the kind of people he wants to have around him. A lot of people are saying that means a lot of very experienced people around Washington will be ruled out, and maybe they will. But it's going to be very interesting to see the kind of people he reaches out to and reaches out for in the days and weeks ahead as he.
And you've seen you can see the joy on all these people's faces. Think about the angst and the, all that this campaign has.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Okay, so please comment ano ang inyong na-monitor din, kasi lumalabas projection pa lang yon ng projection ng Fox News. I don't know yung aking classmate, dahil sinabi niya 277 na si Trump, 226 lang si Harris, and then binasa ko yung mga comments, ganun din ang sinasabi na 277 electoral votes na si President Trump. So kung totoo ito, he will be the second in US history na presidente na nanalo non-consecutive. President Cleveland noong 1800s pa, tapos siyang pangalawa. Siya po ang 45th. Natalo siya ni Biden hanggang hopefully panalo na siya ngayon. Okay. So, ito lang, malaking kaibahan ng US and Philippine election. Doon sa US, halos wala akong mabalitaan doon, mga nakausap kong mga PhilAms doon, wala talaga yung pera-pera na sistema. Napaka-matured yung mga voters doon. Ang tinitignan nila yung plataforma, yung kakayahan ng kandidato to run the country. Kaya asensado ang US kasi itong mga kandidato nila hindi namimigay ng pera na hindi katulad dito sa Pilipinas, grabe ang bigayan. Tapos grabe ang dayaan. Okay? Oh, nalala ko 1992 na election. That was the last time na bumoto ako. Presidential election, Ramos versus Miriam Defensor Santiago. Kita mo, panalo na si Miriam eh. Biglang nabali ang resulta, biglang nanalo si Ramos. Hindi ako makapaniwala na natalo. Basta mula noon, since 1992, hindi na ako bumoto dahil dudang-duda ko yung hukos-pukos, yung dagdag bawas ng COMELEC. Talagang grabe. Marami ako. Yung Hello Garci, tanaw ni Gloria. Nakakausap ko noon yung Commissioner Garciliano. Grabe. So mula nun, di na ako bumoto dahil frustrated ako sa Philippine election. Nagkaroon lang ako ng pag-asa noong 2022. Dahil nakita ko may candidate na he offered a very good promise sa Philippines. Yan, si candidate Bongbong Marcos. Kaya, since 1992, nagpa-register ulit ako noong May 2022. So, bumoto ako noong May 2022 just to vote for that candidate BBM na naniniwala ko na magbayan babangon muli. But I was so wrong. Sayang, binigyan na sila ng pagkakataon ng 31.6 million Pilipinos para ibangon ang Pilipinas, para i-redeem ang pangalang Marcos. But tingnan nyo ang nangyayari ngayon. Nagkakagulo ang ating nagkakahirap-hirap ang ating bansa dahil sa hindi magandang pamamalakad. So, anong benefits natin na Trump ang manalo? Number one, yung geopolitical configuration ng mundo magbabago. Mas safer ang mundo ngayon with President Trump. Dahil yung platform niya is ayaw niya ng gera. Yung armed confrontation with Russia, with China, ayaw niya. Ang ano lang siya is trade war. Kasi negosyante siya. So, we expect na kakalma ang tensyon pagdating sa yung relasyon with Russia and China. Kasi iba ang approach niya. Hindi siya mahilig sa arms race. He is the only president, US president, na nakipag-usap sa North Korean dictator. Kailan ba yun? Kalimutan ko na. He's the only president. Tapos, stricto lang siya sa China pagdating lang sa tariff. Ayaw niyang palugi ang mga American businessman. Yun naman ang gusto ng mga Amerika. Kaya nga, make America great again. So, ang mga powers that be sa palasyo, mag-isip-isip na kayo. Ano ngayon? Ituloy nyo pang gipitin ang mga Duterte. Tingnan natin. So, 2024 hanggang 2028 siya. Pwede pa siyang mag-re-elect. So, mag-8 years pa siya. So, projection, Gusto niya ang Pilipinas, yung babalik ang kaibigan niya na ano. Yun po. Kaya dapat magdiwang na ang mga Duterte fans. Magdiwang na tayo dahil in just a matter of hours, ma-finalize na panalo ang kaibigan ni Tatay Digong.